Today I am going to discuss two more basic math problems. So nothing but one problem is the given number is Armstrong number or not. Given number is Armstrong number or not. I think this was asked in many interviews. Okay, Armstrong number or not. And one more problem is print all devices. So okay, so for the firstly I'll explain the first question, and I'm going to go discuss the second question. Okay, Armstrong number. Okay, come now we'll start the Armstrong number. Okay, so generally there is a number, I think 153, so we can say it is an Armstrong number. How we are saying 153 is an Armstrong number? Wait, I'll give you a clarity. So the length of 153 is what? It was 3. Okay, generally 1 cube plus 5 cube plus 3 cube. Okay, so 1 cube will be what? 1, and 5 cube will be what? 125, and 3 cube will be what? 27. Okay, so by adding all these numbers we are going to get 153. Okay, so here what we are doing, so the total, how many digits were there here? Total digits were 3, and for every digit we are going to applying power 3 what? 3, nothing but. Okay, similarly 1 cube, 5 cube and 3 cube. So can we say 1 is an Armstrong number? Yes, we can say 1 is an Armstrong number. See, the length of 1 is what? 1, and 1 power 1, what we are going to get? We are getting 1 power 1 as 1. So that reason we can say 1 is also known as Armstrong number. Okay, so this is generally interview question. So that reason is I'm going to discuss like this. See, I'm going to take one more example. Okay, wait, 25 is an Armstrong number or not? We'll check. So the length is what? 2. Okay, so 2 square what? 2 square plus 5 square. Why we are saying, so the length is 2, and for every digit we have to do power of 2. Okay, so 2 square plus 5 square. 2 square what? 4, and 5 square is 25. So what we are getting? We are getting 29, but the initial value is 25. So 25 not equal to 29. So it is not a Armstrong number. Okay, I think you got my point. Okay, so generally now I am going to discuss code for this. So I am going to write the pseudocode for it. Based on pseudocode I am going to execute the code also, don't worry. Okay, I am going to write a normal pseudocode. Boolean check Armstrong number or not. I'm writing this as a method name. So here I'm taking int num. Okay, so I want the length of the number. So int L is equals to math dot log 10 number plus 1. Here I am do a typecast here. Okay, yesterday I got error here. Okay, here I am going to get the length of the number. Okay, So we have to calculate the sum also. Okay, so here I'm going to take int s is equals to 0. Okay, int s is equals to 0 and temp is equals to a given number. Okay, so my core logic, what I am going to perform here. So here I am going to take every number. So for the firstly I'll take 3, then followed by 5, then followed by 1. I'll apply power to it, power of the length. Okay, 1 power 3, 5 power 3, and I'll calculate the total sum. I'm going to check the value. Okay, so this is the basic logic here I'm going to implement here. So just simple logic, while temp greater than 0, int r is equals to not num, I'm going to write temp modulo 10. Okay, temp modulo 10. So here what I have to do, s plus is equals to, I have to add this value, math dot power of the number what we are having here r and the length. So now what I am doing, after we are getting the modulus value, I am applying power to it and I am going to add to the s by using shorthand operator. Okay, then after completion of this I have to decrease it by 10. Temp by is equals to 10. Okay, so in the first iteration I am going to get 3, and the next iteration I am going to get 5, in the next iteration I am going to get 1. So for the first iteration 3 cube, and the next iteration 5 cube, and the next iteration 1 cube. The total will be, where it will be stored? It will be stored in s. So I am going to get the total 153. So after completion of this I am going to return within one line. So return s is equals to num. If s is equals to num, it will return true. If not, it will return false. After getting a positive, we are getting a true value, we can say it is an Armstrong number. Okay, so this is the pseudocode for the Armstrong number. I think you will understand the core logic. So I'll also trace here. Okay, for much more clarity, 153. Okay, so in the first iteration r value will be 3 and the s value will be 27. Okay, and 153 will become what? 115. Okay, in next iteration r value will be 5, s value will be 27 plus 25. Okay, I think it is 52. 125. So it will be 152, and the next iteration r value will be 1, s value will be 153, and normal temp value will become 0. Temp will become 0. So it will come out of the loop and the return statement will be executed. We are going to check the s value, nothing but final result. Okay, and the initial num. Both are equal, I am going to return the true. If not, I am going to return, it will return false. So I am going to write the code here. I will try to type the code much more faster. System.in c.next int. Okay, I am reading the value here. I will write a function here, check Armstrong number or not. So here I am going to just pass the value. I am writing in a ternary condition. If it is Armstrong, Armstrong number not a right. Not a Armstrong number. So okay, I'm writing a function here. Check Armstrong number length. See here I'm typecasting here. I'm using one more inbuilt library, math.log10 and num plus 1. So here I'm getting the length of the given number. See, most of the people what they will do, see Armstrong number means we have to cube the value. No, not we have to cube. So the length of the number, it should be the power. And for suppose 25, the length will be what? 2. So 2 square plus 5 square. We have to get the 25. We are not getting 25. So that reason it is not an Armstrong number. Okay. So there are multiple numbers are there. Okay. So now and res is equals to 0 and temp is equals to the given num, while num greater than I'll write temp, while temp greater than 0 int r is equals to temp modulo 10. So you have to write the code in much more an understand way. So take lines, spaces also. Okay, don't worry. And s plus is equals to, I think math.power of the given r comma the length. Okay, nothing but I'm getting a power of this. Okay. So I have to modify the temporary value also by 10. Return yes is equals to num. So it will return we'll check 153, a boolean value. Okay, sorry, I didn't mention the return type. Sorry. So initially I used to code in Python, so that is what happened. Sorry. I mentioned. Yes, it is an Armstrong number. We got the output. It is an Armstrong number. So we'll check for one more thing. 154. So it is not an Armstrong number. We will check for one. I think it will be an Armstrong number. Yes, it is an Armstrong number. So this is the code. I think you got the logic, how I written everything, just basic functions. So try to write the code in a function so that reason you will get a good clarity what it was happening. Okay, if the code length more than 3 lines it will consuming, try to write a function. So in real life in companies also, most of the people, if the code was going more than 4 lines, they used to write a function. Okay, so by writing a function we can reuse it. Okay, I think you understand the flow, everything. The same tracing part I was implemented, the same variables I am implemented. Okay, so now the following the second question I am going to discuss right now. I think today day 2, second question. We have to print all the divisors of the given number. We have to print all divisors of a given number. Okay, we have to print all divisors of a given number. I think we'll take a simple example. For suppose we will take 6. What are the divisors of 6? Nothing but 6 comes under in what tables? It will comes in 1 table, it will comes in 2 table, it will comes in 3 table and 6 table. So we have to print all the divisors. Okay, I think most of the people know this approach. So okay, if it is 1, it will comes in 1 table. Okay, we'll take one more thing. We'll take 8. 8 will comes under 1 table, 2 table, 4 table, 8 table. So we have to print all the divisors. I think this is also one kind of question. I think basic math questions. To understanding, initially to start anything, you have to go with the basic questions. Then only you will get a interest to do mu questions. Okay. So my approach is, if you are not getting any interest, so try to practice a basic questions. If you know the question also, try to do. So then you will get a dopamine or nothing that you'll try to practice some new coming questions. Okay. So make sure that practice at least 2 questions. So then only I think you will try to solve problems continuously. Okay. So now I am going to explain the pseudocode. I think most of people from math background know this question, but one more time for clear explanation, I am saying this approach. Okay. So if we want to store in a array list, we can store, but better to print it is enough. Okay. Wide print divisors of the given num int num. Okay, print given divisors of the given num. So we will start from the 1. Okay, so I think there will be 2 approaches for this question. For the firstly, I'll say the brute force, and I'll say an optimal approach. Okay, so I'm going to I'll take an hash set or anything. Hash set, I'm going to store all the integers. Okay, mu hash set. I think for loop I is equals to not 0, we'll start from 1. I less than or equal to the given number I plus already. Okay. Alright. If num modulo I equal to 0, then it is a divisor. Okay, divisor of the given number. So what I'm having to do, head set dot add, I think add method will add a number here. Okay, divisor of it. So by this I'm going to add all the related divisor into a hash set to our duplicates. Okay, so now after completion of the everything, so I'm going to print all the divisors, or I'm going to return the hash set list also. Okay, no problem. So better int num colon is equals to head set. Sorry, system.out. Print num. I think I'll take num I'm taking num a little space. Okay, so this is for each loop I'm using here. In for each loop in Java you can use normal loop also, so better here I'm taking a hash set values now. So without accessing the indexes, I'm using a for each loop to iterate on a collections. Okay, so this is the pseudocode. I think I said this is a brute force approach. I think there is a one more approach. I think most of you know this, but they won't think the approach. See, for suppose, if number, for suppose we will take 8. So 8 modulo 2, what we are getting 0. So similarly, I think we can write 8 by 2, it will get 4. So then 8 modulo 4 also we will get 0. So that reason we can avoid multiple steps for this question. I mean, so going from 1 to the entire up to the number also, I mean given number, we can avoid these steps. Okay, so why can't we perform num by 2? For suppose up to 4 numbers, for suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, I'll go up to 4. See what, 8 will be divisible by 1 and 8. Okay, so 8 modulo 1, I'm getting 0. So nothing but with 1 I'm getting 0. Similarly with 8 also I'm getting 0. Come here, 8 modulo 2. So nothing but here I'm going to get 0. Why? 8 by 2, 4. So similarly, nothing but 8 by 2, what we are getting? 4. So 8 modulo 4 also we are getting 0. Okay. Similarly 3 we are not getting. So my suggestion, within the half of the steps only we are getting the all the possibilities of the given solution. I mean given question. Okay. I think so. We are going up to num by 2. Okay. So there also we are getting we are going up to some more extra methods, I mean some more extra numbers. So we can also avoid these numbers also by taking a square root of the given number. Okay, so I think square root of 8, what it will be, I think 2.236. I think around I don't know. So square root of 9, it will be 3. So square root of 8 will be less than c. So that reason I expected this value. So by square root of the given value we are going to find the numbers. Okay, so I'll write the code for the optimal one, and okay, I'll try to code for all the 3 methods. Okay, 1 minute. So generally I written a scanner class. I'm going to read the value. I'm going to write a function. Okay, I think I discussed 3 approaches now. I'll try to write all the 3 approaches. Almost all will be same only. Okay, don't worry. Print divisors, first method. Okay, first method. Print divisors, second method. Divisors, third method. Okay, I'm going to write here static void print dividers first method int num. Okay, I'm going to print all, I'll maintain a list hash set. Better to go with the linked hash set to maintain order. Y is equals to 1. I less than or equal to I plus plus if num modulo I equal to 0, headset dot add I. Okay, so what I'm doing here, I'm going to print all the numbers here in the value val plus. So this is one method. I'll check. Right, I'll comment this. Yeah, we are getting here. Okay, I'll try to avoid print ln. See 1 to 4 8. So similarly, I'll write the method. I'll just copy paste this method. I'll change few changes only. So what I told here, num by 2 here, num by 2. So here I am going to add headset dot add num by I also. See what happened, 8 by 2, 8 modulo 2 equal to 0, and 8 by 2 what we will getting 4. So the number also I am going to add here, nothing but 8 by 2 we are going to get 4. Okay, 8 modulus 4 also we are going to get 0. Okay, so I am making the number by 2 and okay. So one more method is what I will check here. I'll uncomment this. Okay, sorry. Okay, I think I got. So now we won't get the same mistake. Okay, so similarly in the method 3 also I am going to same logic. What I am going to do here is I'll take up to the square root of the number only to avoid the number of steps. Okay, so then the time complexity will be what? Square root of the given number. Square root of the given number. So here I am going to keep math dot sqrt of the number. I think we will run the code. We are going to get the same output. Make sure, yes. Okay, so for the first method we are getting a time complexity of the given number, and the second method num by 2 we will get, and the third method, third approach, we are going to get the optimal time complexity, nothing but square root of the given number. Okay, totally I discussed 3 approaches, everything I written the code. So I just make a function call, everything I have stored in a hash set and I printed. Okay, so this is the main today 2 coding questions. So thank you. So try to make sure that you practice this question and before seeing the video, or try to do code by yourself. Okay, thank you, have a nice day.